Hello and happy Thursday and surprise. Surprise because I am not usually live today, but I have a treat for you, a special treat, and I think you're going to really like it. I really do. Hello, Katie and Linda and Christina and Melanie and Nana. Welcome, everybody. Ooh, wait till you see. So I am unveiling, hi, Margaret. I'm unveiling a class that I'm going to be teaching here at my house, but also a fun to-go project for those of you who don't live close enough to come to my classes. So we're going to be creating a really cool football door hanger. You guys, this is going to be great because you can customize it for your favorite team. If you have a local team that you support, you can do it in those colors. If you have a college or professional team that you support, clearly you can do it in those colors. So this is going to be really cool, and I'm going to teach you how to do it every step of the way. All you have to do is stay with me. So today our keyword is going to be football. So make sure that you are seeing that. I want to check and make sure I can see. There we go. Okay, hi Marilyn. Hello, hello. Just kind of get that on there, making sure I can see all the comments, all the places. So we're going to start with a 16-inch wood round. Everybody will get this. And we're going to do a little prep on here first, and then we will show you how we're going to add our design. So if you are just tuning in, you can comment the keyword. When you comment the keyword, I will send you a message with a link to the project supplies for this project. Now, I will be creating one for our local, okay, thanks. I'm live. Our local school, and so I'm going to be using some red, but you can customize that. So you can not use the red. You can use a blue or a gold or a purple or, whatever colors you want to use. The first thing we're going to do, I'm going to set this on my surface here, and I'm going to mark off where. All right, that is good. Just want to make sure that it's like up and down, and I'm gonna mark where I'm going to tape off. I'm going to do some taping so that we can paint the background, and I'm just going to mark. I know I need a few inches. I need my ruler, and I need it not to be hiding from me. So from here to here, it's about 4.5 inches. So that's what we're going to tape off, about 4.5 inches. So it looks like we'll start there. And we'll go down to here. Actually, it needs to be there. Okay, so if okay, that will be perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my tape along this line. It is I have to forget where okay. So we're going to do this and make sure that that line lines up with my, oopsies, Make sure that it lines up with the squares that I'm looking at. There we go. It's not that hard. And then I'm going to do the same thing down here. Just going to make sure this is where it goes. And we've got the 7, 6. So it's one above the 6. Okay. So this is the center part. I'm gonna paint the top and the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this so you guys can see. Check it out. So you guys are gonna see that I have this taped off, and I'm gonna paint this. I'm hoping I just measured that correctly. I'm gonna make sure. Oh yeah, I definitely did. Okay, so we're gonna do these two sections white. So what I'm gonna do is take my color tray and I'm gonna put a little bit of our white paste in there. Hi you guys, hi Diane. Hi Holly, hi Barbara, hi Marilyn, hi Kathy, hi Lori, hi Karina, and Maria. Welcome you guys. Sorry that took me a minute to do. I'm gonna put a big scoop of paste in here. This is white paste, and I'm just gonna mix it with a little water to make it a little more spreadable. And we're just gonna paint this on here. To get a nice white background. I may add one more spray of water. There we go. Pretty easy, you guys. This way we're using all of my branded colors so that I can match, so everything matches. I love when things match. All right. I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna take my paintbrush and I'm just gonna dip into this, and we're just going to paint the front of our surface here up to where the tape is. There we go. Dip in a little bit more. And that's it. So we're just going to be painting the front of this with our white. This is bright white, by the way. If you wanted to use like more of a creamy white, you could use the vanilla. Or if you wanted this to be, it looks best white because you're gonna see that the strings of the football or the stitches on the football will be white this way. And then the lines on the football field will be white. So now I'm just gonna go over and make sure that my brush strokes are like non-existent, not apparent. There we go. So it's very simple. If you wanted to use regular paint, you could. It takes a little bit longer to dry, and it's a little less easy for cleanup, but you absolutely could. So to get today's supplies, all you want to do is comment the word football. Oh, and if you're brand new, comment football. I'm going to send you a link, especially for my newbies. I'm going to send you a link where you can join my free DIY and crafting group. You'll get more ideas, inspiration, and insider information when you join that group. I can get as messy as I want on here because, you guys, it's chalk. It's going to wash right up. so easy. I'll show you when I'm done. All right, so we got this all painted, and I'm just going to, again, fix my little brush strokes here. Okay. Awesome, so that looks great. I'm gonna dry that, and then I'm going to prepare to paint the center part red, okay? So I am gonna quickly dry. Most of that's dry enough. We're just going to take this tape off, and we're going to move it. We're going to move this tape now to the white section. We're just going to reuse it. So that we can paint our red. That is nice and dry. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing but with our red. This is our Hi Blanca. This is our, my mind is going nuts. Oh my gosh, cherry. I read the word cherry and in my head thought cranberry and currant. Like, what? It's cherry. I am going to put like half a spray of water in here. I don't want it watered down like the white. I want this a little more vibrant for when I paint it. But I did put a little bit of water in there. A little bit. I am going to rinse out my paintbrush just to get most of that white out of there. And I absolutely forgot to restock my paper towels. So, oh, that's wet. I am spraying myself. What is happening here? When I dipped it in, I got it all wet. So hopefully it's not gonna give me any problems. Okay, we are just going to paint this red. It's gonna be a little bit of a deeper red, which I like. I like this more than like an orangey red. Having your bristles a little bit wet is actually good for working with your chalk like this. And again, it is chalk, so it's easy peasy cleanup. You don't have to worry. If you want to make it a little distressed, you can do that as well. I am going to try to get it as nice and thick and vibrant as I can. There we go. So this is going to be a workshop. If you are local to me, you can come and make this in my studio. I have the link to that in the description of this video, but you can also comment the word football. When I send you that message, there will be a link that says today's project supplies. You can get that, or you can attend in person. Comment on that link. You'll reserve your spot, so you can pay to reserve your spot and attend it. It's going to be in August. I think it's a Tuesday night, August 12th. I see a couple, once I dry this, I can see a couple little spots that I'm going to go over with my red to make sure it's solid. Solid. I love when you can kind of see the wood grain through here. I love working with wood for that reason. Okay. All right, one last bit of drying, and then we're going to be moving on. All right, so we've got our red and white circle, and let me just remove some of this stuff out of the way because we won't need to deal with that. I'm gonna wash out my paintbrush real quick while I can. And watch this, you guys, it's all gonna be gone from my surface. Because when you work with the stuff that I use, it's so easy to remove. All right, Barbara, it's gonna be, I love it too. Hi, Sable, this is cherry. This is our cherry color. So very fun. Okay, now I'm gonna be done with this. So we can remove that. And basically, I'm gonna wax this surface. Easton? What? 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 I'm live. Can you tell Dad? Huh? Can you tell Dad? Okay, thanks. All right, so we're gonna wax this. Give ourselves a nice, kind of looks like a fishing bobber, doesn't it? I just stepped on all my tape. Okay, we're gonna give it a nice wax. This is gonna do a couple things. Number one, it's going to protect the paste that I just put down, but it's also going to protect our stencil, the sticky stencil that I just did. I'm gonna go ahead and do this white section first. Then I'm gonna do the other white section. And then I'll do red at the end. So I don't want any of my red to come over here on my white. Okay. I think I just need to, there we go. All right, everything is waxed. Now we're ready to do a little chalking with our stencil. I want to make sure it feels good. I may just flip this over and go over a little bit of it where it felt a little. You want it to be super smooth. Okay. Good deal. Now, I have this giant stencil. So if you come do the class with me, you will have support from me. But if you are doing this at home, I want you to watch what I do. I flip this over and I'm gonna peel the backer sheet off of the stencil instead of the other way around. Being able to leave this lay flat without coming up is the trick. You don't want to peel it off and then have any of it stick to itself or get all crazy. This is a 16-inch circle, Barbara, 16-inch circle. Hi, Sharon. What are we making? We are making a football door sign. I'm gonna go ahead and fuzz this. So the part that's gonna be stuck down, I'm just taking a terry cloth and just kind of sticking it. Okay, so it's not too super sticky. And I'm gonna flip this over and I'm gonna line it up like so. I'm gonna line up the top. And then I'm gonna line up the bottom and then I'm gonna do the center. But let's first do our football. So here we go. I'm gonna use my mini squeegee with, this is espresso. So we've got a dark brown color for our football. And then you guys, if you have a player, like I have, my two boys play football, we can cut some wooden numbers for you, and you can actually put their jersey number on here. That's an option for the class. There we go. I'm just going to smooth and remove any extra paste here. Okay. And put that back in the container. I'm done with that color, and I'm gonna pick this up. And so you guys can see how that looks. Look good. All right, so now I think I'm just gonna peel the whole thing off. Flip this around. I'm gonna dry that real quick. I have a little boo-boo that I'm gonna fix. At least I'm gonna see if I can fix it. Sometimes this happens right here. Okay. And there we go. Most of the time, it's really easy to fix any mistakes. And we'll get that dry. And I'm going to wipe this down real quick because I don't want any brown coming through on my other parts when I lay this down. Okay. Cleaning up my mess. Okay, and then I'm going to lay this part here, and I'm just going to clean this part real quick. And then we'll get the other parts done. All right. Now, oops, that's stuck. So let me clean that. Oh, better safe than sorry, you guys. You do not want, okay, better safe than sorry. That's what I always say, because I've been sorry plenty of times, if you know what I mean. Okay. All right, getting this dried. Make sure it's 100% dry before I do anything. And I have like not a ton of space, so let me lay this down and dry it with my drying cloth. Here we go. Amy, I know. It was one of my very first exciting, like when I was looking at all of the new stuff, I was like, oh, give me the football stuff. Okay, so there we have the top. Now we're gonna lay down the bottom. And I'm gonna match this up as best I can. With the board. And as I line this up, I think "'Tis the Season" is not quite lined up. So we're just gonna do the green down here. It's really interesting. I want to kind of look at the picture that I saw and see how they did this bottom part. Don't you ever wonder that? You're like, you see someone do it, and I want to see how they lined up this bottom part. Hi, Jane. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, all right. They have it lifted up more, but I'm worried if I do that. Let me see. Okay, this, give that border of white. All right, so you see that? I'm gonna make sure to press down really well. And I'm gonna use my tape to go on top of this red, because we don't want okay, there. The rest of this is gonna be green. You guys, I'm using the new Ivy, so definitely check that out. The new Ivy. This is a beautiful new green color that we have, perfect for what I'm about to do. If you know, there are different football stadiums that have some different color fields. I know that my daughter's college stadium had like different, like a silver, they had different colors of field. So you could customize based on what your local or your favorite team field is. Ours is just plain old green. Okay, so now I'm just gonna smooth, make sure that I don't have any lines of chalk in there. And I'm gonna dry it. Probably gonna wash this edge, peel this tape off, and we'll do the 'Tis the Season. Well, that came off in 2 pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this. Looks good. Looking good, you guys. I'm gonna get this other tape off. So fun. I'm gonna make sure that's dry before I move on. Okay. Now, I'm going to dry this. We're going to do our words in the center. That's good. All right, I'm gonna move this so that I can wash this off. Beautiful ivy color, you guys. I'm just washing this so that I can use the letters and not have any green get in the way. Oh, let's clean this. All right. So we have done so many cool projects this week. We did the super cute pumpkins. We did the, all right, I think we're ready. We did yesterday, that heat transfer. Oh my gosh, you guys, those are like game changer. I'm very excited to be playing with those. And today we're doing football. All right. I'm just going to go in the center. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to use my hand to press that down. And we're going to use our white, bright white. Just work our way down. I love these block letters. All right, we are almost done. then I'm going to show you the little add-on that we're going to do for the class. Optional add-on, I should say. Okay. Voila! Look how cute, you guys. Let's get it cleaned. I don't mean cleaned, I mean dried. I'm going to take this over and wash this real quick. Hi, Patty. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Bunny. It is a door sign. Go ahead and comment the word football if you want to grab the project supplies for this project. I will also send you the link, if you're new, to my free DIY and crafting group. You'll get more ideas, inspiration, and insider information inside that group. So it's a great option for your creative needs. And it is a Facebook group, so if you're not on Facebook, don't worry, you can just kind of watch me where you are. If you're over on YouTube, all the links that you need are right there in the pinned comment, so you can click on those. You don't even have to comment the word. Just getting this completely cleaned up now after using it and just washing with water. It makes the job so much easier. So I gotta grab my towel and I will finish this over here. And then I'm gonna let this sit and dry. So if you have never used one of our stencils before, it is washable, reusable, and you just let it, after you wash it, you're just gonna let it dry. There we go. I need to throw this into my laundry. Oh boy. Yeah, that needs to go in the laundry. Okay. Now, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Crafted, hello, welcome. So this is a door sign. It is a football themed door sign, and I thought that this would be a very fun workshop to come and do, so you're not doing it by yourself. So if you are local to me, we will be putting this on a workshop in August. So it is August 12th at 6:30. So you can join me here at the studio for that. Otherwise, you can get the workshop to go by ordering the supplies, and you can do that by commenting the word football, and I will send those over to you in a message. And you'll also get the link to become a Perks member. If you're not a Perks member, you are missing out on saving 30% off. So everyone who becomes a Perks member will get 30% off of all their online orders in my shop. So that's pretty awesome. Now, there are some options here where you could add ribbons or things. I was looking at like adding my son's number. I thought an option would be to put it down here, but that's a little bit busy. And so then I thought we could put it up here on the actual football itself. That's a little big, so then I went a little bit smaller. What do you think? Like, then I could put my son's number. I don't know. This was his number last year. One of my sons. I have 2 sons. I'm not sure what his number is going to be this year, or if I want to add both of their numbers to it and maybe like do a hanger down here that has like their numbers and it can hang from the sign. So I'm still working out those specifications, but here's what we have. There is a hole for you to hang or add a hanger on here and put it on your door, or we can add a ribbon. I'm leaving it like this for now so that, what am I doing? For now, so that it can be a demo for my workshop. And then I can add bows as we need. Oh, Mindy, there were problems with my streaming. I'm sorry, but I'm here now. All you have to do is comment the word football, which you did, and I can check and see if we sent you that message. All the details, let me see. I'm trying to, Mindy, I believe I sent you a message. Yes, Mindy, I sent you a message. The first link in the message is the project supplies. The second link would be if you're local to me in Vicksburg, Michigan, where you wanted to come to the class. But you'll go check your Instagram Messenger inbox. That's where I sent it to. Awesome. Anyone have questions? Going to order more of, yes. So this is on low inventory right now. This stencil design. So if you don't get it now, we have already reordered it, so it'll be a few weeks before it gets here, but it is on reorder already. It'll probably be, I don't know, sometime in August when it restocks, if it goes out. Let's see, anyone else? Okay, good deal. Yeah, but these were on, they're low quantity. There are a few things that are low quantity that the one thing that's not going to be restocked is the caramel apple one. I think that's not restocking, but the football one is restocking and the pumpkin heat transfer is restocking. So we'll have all of that. Yes, let your people know. I know. I'm saying it now. Everybody pay attention. This is low stock and will take a number of weeks to get here. We already ordered it for restocking purposes, but this is going to be a popular one for workshops and classes. And our football people love, football. So you can change up your color however you want to do it. I wanted red because we are red and white. And so I thought that would be awesome. And yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sable. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Good work. Okay. Any questions, let me know in the comments, or you can reach out to me via Messenger. I will, you can watch this on replay, at least for 30 days on Facebook, and you can comment the keyword as much as you want. All right. Have an awesome rest of your Thursday, and catch me tomorrow, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, where I'm going to come live with a new tutorial, totally different than this. It is like 180 degrees different than football door sign. It's going to be awesome. If you've seen our new fine arts collection, you're going to want to watch Friday. I will see you then. Everybody have a great night.